got Malinda Starr here with me today, and we have been having such a beautiful conversation about the awakening of the goddess. And I asked Malinda if she would have a little conversation with me, just to kind of, get us all ready for the summit. And she said yes. So she's right here with me. And I'm so excited because the conversation was so powerful, Malinda, and so activating. And I loved the meditation that you brought us through, and just everything about it was wonderful. So, for those of you that don't know who Malinda Starr is, she is a soul sister of mine. She's a beautiful healer. She was a body worker for almost 30 years, and now she's really stepped fully into quantum healing and energy healing. So, really incredible energy healer. I've had a session from her, and it was amazing. She's also a priestess, and she's a wisdom teacher. She's got so much wisdom. Make sure you sign up for the Awaken the Goddess Within summit, because so much wisdom is being shared in that conversation from this beautiful goddess. And so to begin with this conversation, Malinda and I were talking about generational healing and clearing, and ancestral healing, and stepping into the heart. And I asked her if she could just share a little bit about that and what it means to her and what her experience has been, and then to share a little heart activating exercise meditation with all of us as well. So do you want to share that and what that means to you, Malinda?
Sure. I've spent since about 1994 clearing all of my ancestral wounds, generational clearing. Bringing that. Now I'm getting emotional. It has been quite a journey. I never understood why I was conducting my life the way that I was, until I discovered the wounds that I had. So it was very important for me to really take a look at that and dive deep into it, and start doing the work, start clearing and understanding. And that really propelled me onto my healing journey. Going from the mountains of the Andes to the jungles of the Amazon to the oceans of Bali, and studying with indigenous tribes to really clear this out. And of course, there are so many layers, and we're all constantly and continually working on this.
Thank you. Thank you. And the reason why we came on here is because she led us through meditation, and it really activated my heart. And what came up for me was my own healing around, some of my mother wounds, and how when I get triggered, especially through the mother wound, then I'm not able to stay in my heart through that. And Malinda was talking about how when we get triggered and we go into that, either anger or sadness or grief, then we're throwing that energy out. And that it's about being 100% responsible about what the energy is that we're throwing out, and to stay in the heart. And then my heart was like, oh, that's intense and that's emotional. And so, we were both really feeling into the energy of that. And so I thought it would be nice to have a conversation about that, because, we're always talking about love and being in the heart, and being loving and being kind and everything else. But then we do have trauma. And, did you want to share a little bit about your kind of dance with grief? Because I know you have had a lot of loss in your life, and you've managed to really transform that and, really clear that grief out and step so beautifully into your heart. So I'm sitting in awe of where you've been and where you are now. And you just have so much wisdom to share.
Thank you. Yeah, I've had a lot of trauma and a lot of abuse in my life. Mostly, of course, from men. And I've had recently have suffered the loss of my son, which really propelled me into grief. But with that, I turned that into transforming my life and taking a leap of faith and jumping, closing my practice, selling my home, connecting to the angels. As my son was dying, I could connect to many things, but I didn't know the angels. And when you have watching a loved one decline and know that they are on their way transitioning to another dimension, you want the angels around you. And although I've been told and could feel them, I didn't know how to connect. So that propelled me into a journey of connecting with the angels. So in that, I came back to my roots. It brought me full circle here. And for me, I thought I was such a loving person, but my heart wasn't open. It was so blocked from all of the trauma, abuse, all the things I had suffered through. And I was always looking for that key to unlock it. And I finally found that key. And once it got my heart open, and then that propelled me to start loving myself, and feeling worthy to be loved. So that's how I'm here today, and I've done a tremendous amount of work. So it helps me. It helps me to really watch what I'm putting in and what I'm putting out, because it all comes back to us.
I love that so much.
Get choked up. So. Oh,
Good.
oh.
It's good. Yeah. It's very relatable because we all have, losses, and to lose a son is huge. And, the grief that comes from that loss, uh, you know, it's understandable that the heart closes. What I love about your story in particular is that, yes, you closed down all the things that you needed to in order to go into your cocoon of healing. And you really went within and you did the work to be in that cocoon, to, really metamorphose and that chrysalis, and then, come out the other side as a butterfly. And what I'm hearing from you is you did that by choosing love. And sometimes when we choose love, it doesn't necessarily mean that our heart is open yet, right? But we're setting the intention that that is where we're going. And look, it took me 2 years to forgive my stepdad, and I did it for me. And it took 2 years. And then one day, just, my heart opened and I forgave him. I forgave everyone now that has harmed me or hurt me or done something, because they're coming from their wounding. But I love your story in particular, Malinda, because it, almost everyone has something, some sort of trauma, some sort of grief And, awakening the goddess, getting back to that conversation. What does that mean for you, awakening the goddess within, when it comes to the grief, when it comes to the loss, when it comes to the trauma?
Such an amazing and beautiful question. And I think for me is to really flow in life, to surrender, to let go. Sometimes we want to hang on so tight, hang on to our grief, hang on to that. So, awakening that goddess is to just flow in life, to really be in my heart, and to know that my son wouldn't want me to be sitting here suffering, and believe me, there's times where it comes up as it is now, where you're feeling that emotion, because that never leaves you, so I just want to stay in that love, not only for myself, but for my son and for all of those that are going through things, whether it's a loss of a loved one or you're being triggered and your traumas are coming up.
Beautiful.
So,
Love that so much. Just coming back to the heart, coming back to the heart, coming back to love.
love is our greatest superpower we have, and it should be so easy, but it's not. It's hard.
Yeah, it is a
Hard.
spiritual practice. Yeah.
You got to work at it all the time. If someone makes you mad and you're pissed and you're angry,
Yeah.
So it's not easy.
Yeah.
And to really embrace unconditional love, and that's a whole nother thing, right?
Unconditional
Should be
love.
easy for
Yeah.
us to love every single one like our brothers and sisters, but
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard.
It's hard, but it's also worthwhile. I mean, look at what you're contributing now. Just so you all know, Malinda's now writing a book, and all of her wisdom through the experience and through her son's experience is going into this incredible book that she's writing, that I know is going to help so many people. And so sometimes the things that happen to us are the very catalysts that, set us upon this healing journey. And did you want to share just a little bit about that, or it's up to you? I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot.
It's okay. I'm still having so much emotion around this, for sure. My son was an incredible writer, and he left many journals, and they're very powerful. So as I am writing this, connecting to him and channeling his words of wisdom through.
And Malinda has read some of it to me, and wow, this book is going to be so powerful, very transformative for anyone that has had a son that has passed. There's many depths and many layers to this book. And like what Malinda just said, like, she's writing it, but she's also channeling what he is having his contribution to consciousness and to awakening consciousness. So yeah, this is part of the goddess path. The goddess is, what have we come here to channel? What have we come here to contribute? And Malinda, I love your story, because it's like, what happened to you was a catalyst for your contribution to awakening consciousness is at a whole new level. So it's huge.
Yeah, it's really important for me now because it's so beautiful to see, people awakening and coming into who they truly are and really being authentic.
Yeah. And so, yeah, this is just a little preview to the longer, beautiful conversation that we had. And so make sure you sign up for the Awaken the Goddess Within Summit, and also stay tuned because Malinda and I have some really great information that we're announcing at the end of the conversation as well. And she is creating a beautiful palace, a goddess palace in the desert in Tucson, Arizona, where she will be working with women in going deeper in their healing journey and their healing process. It's called Desert Starr Healing Center, and that is going to be opening at the end of June as well. So stay tuned. A lot is happening and a lot will be happening, and we're so excited about it. And we'll be working deeply with healing the generational energetic wounds and patterns that come up, and clearing that so that you can go from being in your cocoon of grief or sadness or fear or whatever is limiting you from really being the beautiful butterfly with the open heart. And I like, Malinda, what you say about, when you speak of this, it's still very emotional, yet at the same time, your heart is open. So that, I think that's the beauty there. And can we end this conversation with a little bit of a meditation of going back into the heart?
Sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So I am inviting all of you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Come into your body. Feel the space around your body. And knowing that you and the space are one. Now bring your awareness into your heart. You can even place your hand on your heart. And you're going to, you can give your heart a name. You can give this a color. I call mine Entelechy. And you're going to see a ball of energy. And in this ball, you're going to fill it with love. Love for yourself, love for others, love for Mother Earth. Whatever it is that brings you love and gratitude. When your ball of energy, of love and gratitude is full, you're going to bring this down into your solar plexus, into your sacral, down into your root, to your earth star, into the dirt, the rocks, the minerals, and the crystals, and further to the core of Mother Earth. And give your love and gratitude to her. Tell her you love her. Appreciate her. And she will always give her love back to you. And you will feel this. And as energy coming up, bring it up through your earth star, your root, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and out your crown. You can imagine a beautiful ball of light, whatever color that is for you. Keep this full of love and gratitude. And send this up to the highest plane, to the creator of all that is, to the divine, God, goddess, the source, whatever that is for you. Bring that love. Tell the divine you love him. And that energy will come back down through your crown, your third eye, your throat, and into your heart. Expanding this out, radiating this frequency out into the world, throughout your entire being. You can feel this. And when you are ready, I invite you to open your eyes and come back into this space and be with much love.
Oh, that was so beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, that
And
felt
we're
so
sending so
good.
much love to everyone out there that's still with us. Sending you so much love.
Big, big hugs for everyone and love. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you.